crazy old man with a crazy machine. Craziest thing you've ever seen. It's a time machine and it's really great, but it never seems to hit the right day. Doctor, yesterday, he says, look, it's backward is fun. Doctor, yesterday, says it's as easy as 3, 2, 1. Let's go see the Delaware when Washington was crossing.
I couldn't get a seat. It's the last time I go stand by.
Now let's get the naked truth from Lady Godiva.
Well, I'll go, but I haven't got a thing to wear.
How about an ocean voyage with Christopher Columbus?
I found America, but I lost my luggage.
He's a crazy old man, but it's really okay. Everyone loves Dr. Yesterday.
A close friend of mine.
Dr. Yesterday.
Real screwball.
Dr. Yesterday.
That's 1,000.
Dr. Yesterday.
He's my uncle.
Dr. Yesterday.
That's me.
Dr. Yesterday.
How do I love thee? Let me calculate it.
What's going on here? Have I come to the wrong place? Where am I? Italian restaurant? Hey, excuse me, miss. I'd like a large piece to go. Hold the anchovies.
Hello, Dr. Yesterday.
Hello, love. What's wrong, dear? Are you a little, what?
Well, yeah, I'm a little
Yeah.
depressed.
Well, let's get some light on the subject. Maybe things won't look so grim.
Well, it's just that when we visit other years in history, everything seems so much more exciting and romantic than today. I was born too late. I belong in a more elegant era.
Phooey. Your time is what you make it. Now, with a little luck, we're going to a place where the folks really made themselves a great time. Places, everyone, places. Where's Dan and Howard?
Here's a hint. What bald sportscaster and what overinflated anchorman are jogging around the studio, training for a big race that will prove once and for all who's faster?
Dan and Howard.
You won't get it out of me.
Hey, Howard, you better watch out, because I'm going to beat you.
You couldn't beat Barbara Walters with her hands tied behind her back.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How's that for excitement, huh?
It's just what I mean. Back in history, men were men. Sports is just a pale imitation of real adventure.
Well, I guess you'll just have to see for yourself. It's up to you to appreciate the time that you live in. Here we go. Bingo, right on the button. Ah, what a time this was. 429 BC. This was the end of the golden age of Greece.
Hi, I'm Dan Blather. It's 429 BC, and it's news to me. 429 BC was the last year of a time in history known as the Golden Age of Greece. The Golden Age started in 457 BC in Athens, when a statesman named Pericles made this city-state a model of civilization. The arts and architecture flourished, and the quality of life gave them time to think. It was the beginning of philosophy. For 28 years, until the death of Pericles in 429 BC, things were golden.
See, Doctor, yesterday, I told you they had it better than us. Oh, it would have been great to have been my age back then.
Julie, what made you think that those young people knew that it was the golden age of Greece?
Monday, Tuesday, golden age. Wednesday, Thursday, golden age.
Gee, Fonzus, what if someone sees us? We're supposed to be in Socrates' class.
Hey, will you take it easy, Cunninghamus? Be cool like me, the Fonzus.
Yeah, but we're missing a test.
Hey, what test? Look, Cunninghamus, he asks us a question, we answer it. He asks us another question, we answer it. It's what they call the Socratic method. I personally am bored.
So what do you want to do, Fonzus?
Let's go catch the Greek urn show.
What's a Greek urn?
About 2 drachmas an hour.
I hate to say this, Fonzus, but I don't think you could pass Socrates' test.
Whoa. Try me, Cunninghamus.
All right. What's that? What kind of column is that over there?
Corinthian?
No, Doric.
Who you calling a dork?
Riches? Where are you, Riches?
It's your sister, Jonas. Shh. Hey, Shortcake. I think he's down at the gymnasium. I'll tell him you were looking for him.
Thank you, Fonzus. Oh, have you seen Chachas?
Yeah, I think he's at Arnoldus's.
Hey, I gotta go. I gotta babysit my new baby brother.
All right, a new Cunninghamus. What's his name?
Oh, he's got a real dumb name. Plato.
Hey, Ralphus Malphus. I got a good one. What's a Greek urn?
About 2 drachmas an hour.
How old is that joke?
In September of 429 BC, Pericles died of the plague, as did 1/3 of the population of ancient Athens, maybe even 2/3. The plague was so horrible that the Spartans, a city-state at war with Athens, killed everyone who fell into their hands so they wouldn't get the disease. A disease that was also raging in a little Italian town called Rome.
One man who was spared by the plague was a physician, Hippocrates. You may know him as the author of the Hippocratic Oath. Hippocrates was the first person to believe that disease might be a physical problem. Most Greeks believed that disease was a punishment from the gods. They were misinformed. Speaking of misinformation, over to you.
Thank you, Dan. What big deal Greek god was honored this week by 11 other Greek gods at an exclusive 250 drachma a plate roast high atop Mount Olympus. We have exclusive tapes of the event attended by all the deities the Greeks believed in.
Oh, great! You know, I've heard all about the Greek gods and Greek mythology. Always wanted to know what they were really like.
I like that too. Everybody loves somebody sometime. Oh, I gotta tell you, my wife Gina came home last night with some butterscotch. I said, next time a little less butter, a little more scotch. Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool. You know, us god and goddesses up here on good old Mount Olympus sure do love you, Zeus, baby, yeah. And that's why it's a pleasure for me, Dionysius, and they don't call me the god of wine and revelry for nothing. Yeah, it's a pleasure for us to roast and toast you here tonight, Zeus, baby. First off, here's a Romans call her Venus, but I call her the goddess of beauty and love. Here's Aphrodite.
There's no business like that great god business. And Zeus, you're a guy who does it naturally. You know, every time I come around you, I feel like my son Cupid hit me with an arrow. And suddenly everything's coming up roses. Zeus, what can I say except I get a kick out of you?
He's having a good time now. It's beautiful. You got snakes in your hair there. Oh, I'm gonna take these back for a deposit. Where's my car? Now here's a god of war. The Romans call him Mars, but that's Greek to me. I just call him Ares. Yeah, Ares. Come on,
It's always been a great honor to lead you wonderful gods in a battle. And here's a guy I don't mind serving under, but I sure wouldn't want to sit under. Zeus!
You keep this up and you'll be served on a platter.
Now, take it easy there, Zeus. Remember, it's all in fun. Hey, Hebe, where's more vino encore de vino?
All right. Okay, who ordered the double ambrosia?
I done here,
You
Hebe.
did, right?
Yeah.
And who ordered the nectar and tonic?
Right here.
Oh, you did terrific. And most important of all, who's going to pick up the check?
We're gods. We're above that.
Well, kiss my grits. Who's this shindig for?
It's for him.
Well, who's him?
He's the top.
The top of what?
Zeus!
the number one guy. King Zeus, he loves us all, though some of us may be on. King Zeus, he is the leader of all, our favorite son. Oh, whatever I have the goal to say, he's not number one. There's no one like him, a god among men. King Zeus, even the mortals have all got a yen for King Zeus. We could never do without him, but we'd like to try. There is something wild about him that makes all the muses sigh.
Olympus's boy.
King Zeus, filling our lives with so much beauty and joy.
It's me, King Zeus.
Profound, prolific, and profuse. Surely by now you can deduce. It's a pleasure to introduce Zeus.
We don't mean you better. It's a pleasure to introduce Zeus.
I will serve no wine before it's time.
This is the golden age of Greek drama. Up until this time, play festivals were a religious event. They were a tribute to the god of wine, Dionysus, and featured drinking and comedy. In the golden age, a new kind of performer made his entrance, the actor, when Thespis stepped out of a Greek chorus and delivered a monologue. A new form of theater and thought was born, tragedy. We take you now to a theatrical producer's office in the heart of the Athenian theater district.
Helen, did you buzz me? I was out on the balcony. Come on in here.
Mr. Savalas, your 2 o'clock appointment is here. You know, the playwrights.
Yeah, baby. Send him in.
Sweets to the sweet.
Thanks.
Spread out! Cut it out, you ignoramuses!
You calling an ignoramus?
Yeah! You chowderheads!
Oh, I thought so.
Hi, Mrs. Savalas, here we are.
Who are you?
Excellent.
Socrates!
Hello! Cut that out, you! Oh, give that back! That's enough, knucklehead. Let's turn him over.
That's for your own good, skinhead.
Hold it out on us, eh?
Out goes the bad air, in comes the good. Out goes the bad air, in comes the good. Out goes the bad air, in comes the good. Out goes the bad air, in comes the good. Out goes the bad air.
What are you lunkheads trying to tell me?
We got a new kind of show for you. It's called Tragedy!
Tragedy? What's that? Audiences want comedy.
Comedy's all washed up. Tragedy's all the rage now. It's just comedy backwards.
Well, tell him one of your tragedies.
I call this Oedipus the King. Oedipus kills his father and then puts his own eyes out. What do you think?
That's not funny.
Hey, it's tragedy.
He didn't like the story, so now you're the tragedy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, make like Oedipus.
How?
Pick 2.
1, 2.
A wise guy, huh?
Yeah.
See this? Hit that.
Yeah.
Will you stooges get out of here?
Does that mean we don't get the job?
Precisely.
I thought so.
Helen, come in here. Hey, Maybe let's say we skip down to Troy for the weekend, huh?
Oh, Mr. Sibelius, I don't get into wooden horses with married men.
Hey, who loves you, baby? Wait a minute. Let me try that. Hit this.
And now it's time for sports with Howard Coleslaw. Thank you, I'm too kind. The Olympics, the ultimate test of the athlete. And perhaps the ultimate athletes were the ancient Greeks. The first recorded Olympic Games were held at Olympia in Greece in the year 776 BC. And by 429 BC, they were at their zenith. What were these ancient Olympics like? We decided to ask a man simply known as the Champ.
Hello, Howard. I just want to say, dance like a butterfly, sting like a bee, for I am the greatest and I'll take him in 3.
Champ, do you think you've trained sufficiently for these Olympics? What has your training been like?
Howard, I may be the greatest, but I train like the average Greek athlete in 429 BC. I eat very little in the morning, a little bread or cheese. Then I work out all day without rest. However, I try to eat a good balanced dinner, about 6.5 pounds of meat. I like it.
Champ, what events do you compete in?
I like the pancratium, Howard. It combines boxing and wrestling, and we fight to the finish. Only eye gouging and biting are illegal. If we break the rules, they fine us, or hit us, or run us out of town, or hit us with a big stick. On your head, Rugtop.
What other events are popular?
Foot races, javelin, discus, and chariot races. The stadium holds 45,000 people. Fans come from all over the city-states for 4 years.
What happens when there's a war on?
Howard, we Greeks are the greatest. During the Olympics, no fighting is permitted. In Greece, a truce is declared, and anyone who wants to travel to see the games is guaranteed safe passage. Understand me?
I wish I could say as much for the modern Olympics.
Say what you want. We ancient Greeks prize athletic achievement, especially like mine. Athletes embody the idea of manly beauty. We believe that physical perfection like mine is an ideal to be sought after, even more than friendship, Howard. Understand what I was saying?
Isn't
Answer
that
me.
going a little too far?
Howard, what can I say? I'm the greatest at every game. Winning is my middle name. I got charm and I got cheek.
Macho, macho, macho Greek.
You can't take me anywhere. If there's a contest, I'll be there. I can't miss with my technique.
Macho, macho, macho Greek. If you think the Romans are tough, you ain't seen Ulysses. Compared to Greece, the Roman gladiators all are sissies.
Running, wrestling, boxing too. There ain't nothing I can't do.
Holding others with what they just think. And his physique, macho. Macho. Macho Greek.
You know, Doctor, yesterday, studying the golden age of Greece has really opened my eyes.
Well, I knew it would.
It's opened my eyes to how dull it is around here. I mean, look at what an exciting time it was. The birth of medicine, philosophy, drama, the Olympics.
Julie, before you decide your life is one big yawn, I'd like you to interview a friend of mine. His name is Herodotus. Some have called him the father of history.
Okay, Dr. Yesterday. Excuse me, may we talk to you for a moment? You are Herodotus, aren't you?
Yes, I'm Herodotus.
Well, my uncle, Dr. Yesterday, says that you're also called the father of history.
Well, I don't know about that, but I did write a book called History. The last part of the book is an account of the Persian Wars, but most of the book is about my journeys. You may call me the father of history, but I'd rather be known as the world's first sightseer.
Sightseer? What does history have to do with sightseeing?
My dear girl, it has everything to do with it. I set out to travel the earth as far as man could go. I've traveled as far east as Persia, as far west as Italy. I've seen the coast of the Black Sea, I've been to Arabia, and I've gone up the Nile. I've even gathered information on India.
Oh, it must have been hard to travel those distances in 429 BC.
You bet it's hard. They haven't even heard of room service in Egypt. I don't mind. You see, I have a passion for finding out. I want to find out everything in the world, whatever has to do with human beings and the places where they live.
Well, you sound like you should be called the father of, I don't know, geography or archaeology, anthropology, or even sociology, but not the father of history.
Don't you see, my dear, history is all those things. The world would be a better place if we all became historians. Of course, not all my fellow Greeks agree with me. They call all foreigners barbarians, but I think they're wrong. Everyone is a barbarian until you meet him and get to know him. Oh, by the way, I hear there may be a great sea on the west side of Europe. Imagine.
You don't seem to treat history as something in the past. You seem to treat it as part of the present.
It is part of the present. History affects us every day. May I ask you a question? What do you do for a living?
I'm an investigative reporter.
Well, Miss Investigative Reporter, the word history comes from the Greek word for investigation. So, reporter, go investigate. Well, goodbye. I've got some sightseeing to do.
Thank you, Herodotus, for investigating the golden age of Greece.
Golden age? Yeah. Yes, I suppose it is. But then to a true historian, every age is golden.
Dr. Yesterday?
Yes.
I have the feeling that Herodotus is right. You know, as a reporter and a historian, it is my job to find out about the time that I live in.
Absolutely. Of course, Herodotus was right. And if you notice, he's rather good looking, don't you think?
Yeah, I thought he was kind of cute.
What Hollywood gossip columnist just won the race that Howard and Dan have been training for all week?
Miss.
Yes?
Miss Information.
Congratulations, Miss.
Thank you.